All right, ladies and gentlemen, there's no intro to this video, but the intro will be coming on later because today we're doing something a lot different because today's a very different day in the COD franchise. So originally I had my video going up today about Season 2 and the roadmap and the content, or the lack thereof, that we're going to be getting with Season 2. That video was about ready to go, and then suddenly this news dropped about Call of Duty 2023, how it's going to be its own standalone game with a beta, a campaign, and everything else. So we're going to be covering that here at the very beginning of the video, and then jumping into the other video. So call it two videos in one for all intents and purposes. So let's just jump into it, man. This is coming from Tom Henderson, who of course is one of the most credible leakers and industry insiders pertaining to the Call of Duty franchise. He has his own website, Insider Gaming, and here we see Call of Duty 2023 will have a beta, campaign early access, and more. So let's just jump into the article. I'm just going to read this verbatim. Like, there is a lot of confusion about Activision's next entry in the Call of Duty franchise as of late, but Insider Gaming has been able to verify with its sources that there will be a fully fledged Call of Duty 2023 title. Previous rumors have suggested that the game will be a premium DLC for Modern Warfare 2. I'm going to jump in right here. That is what we heard previously. We were just going to be getting a massive expansion to Modern Warfare 2, where they're going to be remastering Modern Warfare 2 2009's maps and then basically calling it a day. But apparently not so much. It's going to be a lot different. So continuing on. And although that appears to have been true at some point, Insider Gaming understands that the project changed direction to become a full premium standalone release planned for 2023. We did hear that from Activision just the other day, that we are going to have a full premium Call of Duty release this year, although we weren't sure exactly what it's going to be. Well, apparently it's going to be its own standalone game. As for the content of the title, details are scarce, but the game will be heavily connected to the Modern Warfare series. If recent Call of Duty titles are to go by, though, expect a lot of remastered maps for multiplayer. If we continue on here, the games associated with the Modern Warfare series would suggest that this game could be called Modern Warfare 3, but Insider Gaming was unable to verify the game's name at this time, as it's not yet decided. One key detail about the game, though, is that according to Bloomberg's Jason Schreier, the game will be developed by Sledgehammer Games. This is a key detail that Insider Gaming was able to corroborate, but it's understood that this title is a huge collaborative project across all of Activision's Call of Duty studios, like most of their COD games these days. Insider Gaming has been able to verify that this year's title is scheduled to have 2 beta weeks, an early access campaign period, and a full marketing strategy consistent with past premium releases. In addition, we were able to verify that the next entry will be released on past generation consoles. As for the game's current key dates, we were unable to confirm a reveal date for the title, but were able to pinpoint the key release dates currently penciled in for the title. Keep in mind, these are subject to change. So beta weekend 1 for PS4 and PS5 will be October 6th through October 10th. Beta weekend 2, which is going to involve the Xbox and PC community as well, will be October 12th through October 16th. Campaign early access for PlayStation will be November 2nd, and then the full release, and keep in mind this is all up in the air right now, but November 10th of 2023. As always, we'll keep you up to date with more COD 2023 news. Thank you, Tom Henderson. Holy hell, guys. Talk about an absolute bombshell being dropped in the COD community. It turns out Modern Warfare 2 is not going to be a 2-year game, but rather Modern Warfare 2 is going to be its own game up until November, call it October, November, quarter 4 of 2023, at which point Sledgehammer Games is going to be releasing their own game, which is going to be tied very closely to the Modern Warfare universe, but not be a Modern Warfare game itself. If you go back to the original Modern Warfare 3, that was actually co-developed by Infinity Ward and Sledgehammer Games, and now we have a very similar situation happening again, although as of right now, we don't know if it's going to be called Modern Warfare 3 or Modern Warfare Roman numeral 3 or what is going to be going on with it. They say it's going to be tied close to Modern Warfare, so therefore it's going to be set in the modern times. Therefore, I would not expect it to be like Vanguard 2 or anything like that, or Call of Duty World War II 2 or Advanced Warfare 2 or anything like that. I mean, wow, I just, like right now, we don't have a ton of information about the game, besides it's going to be tied to the Modern Warfare universe, but holy hell, the fact that we were basically lied to with the idea of Modern Warfare 2 being a 2-year title, now it's just going to be a 1-year title with like this other game that's going to be tied to it, like to compare this to other games, and maybe this is like a bad comparison, I guess, but it's like, you know, having Borderlands 2 and then having Borderlands the pre-sequel come out like right after that, which is basically a glorified DLC to Borderlands 2. 2, essentially. That's basically what it was. If you guys played that, you know, we may have a similar situation happening here with the Call of Duty franchise. But then in 2024, 1 year after, you know, this new Sledgehammer game is going to be coming out, we're going to have Treyarch releasing what is rumored to be Black Ops 5. Wow, man, they can't go a year without that $70 price tag. You know what I mean? Like, I was really looking forward to Modern Warfare 2 being a 2-year title where everything I did in Modern Warfare 2 mattered, and for 2 straight years I could really enjoy the guns I leveled up and the camos I unlocked and the prestiges I got to and things like that. But they make so much money off that $70 price tag every single year, along with getting more and more people to want to re-enter Warzone. They need that reset in Warzone, which I think is maybe one of the biggest parts of it, because if you think about it, you have all your guns from Modern Warfare 2, right? And you have your camos, you have your things that, you know, people may want to buy Modern Warfare 2 to level up quickly so they can therefore use them in Warzone. Well, with Call of Duty 2023, we're going to call it, coming out this October, this November, whichever it's going to be, there's going to be a whole bunch of new guns, new camos, new things for those Warzone players to like want to come back to the game for. And yeah, so they're going to get the $70 price tag for the brand new game, and then people are going to want to re-enter Warzone. They're going to be buying the new bundles, the new guns, this, that, and the other. I mean, from a business perspective, I suppose it really does make sense, and maybe we were a bit naive for thinking we were going to have like a 2-year title for the first time ever. But wow, Call of Duty 2023. I mean, right now, by the way, this has not been officially confirmed by Activision. This is from industry insiders and things like that. But, you know, Tom Henderson's about as solid as they come when it comes to this early leaked information and stuff. So I guess we're going to have to wait and see how things are going to play out. But as always, I'll keep you guys posted as we learn more and as this story develops. But now it's time for part 2 of this video, which was going to be the original video that was going to be going up today, which is where I discuss Season 2 for Modern Warfare 2 and all of its content, or lack thereof. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this first part of the video, and now let's jump into the intro into the second part of the video. Hope you guys have a good one. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, and you guys knew this video was coming. Season 2 has been revealed via the roadmap. We know what's going to be coming with Season 2 on February 15th, and the news is not good. I'm sure you've seen a dozen videos already talking about how bad this season is going to be, how lazy the season is going to be, and I'm here to basically parrot the exact same thing, man. That's why I didn't even want to do a video yesterday. I was just like so defeated about the entire idea of Season 2. So let's just go ahead and jump into it. For those who haven't seen, here is what we can expect on the multiplayer side of things with Season 2. Remember, they delayed this season by 2 weeks so they could work on fan feedback. The only fan feedback they took into consideration was they decided to make it so we earn our bonus perk and our ultimate perks a little bit faster in multiplayer. That's it. They didn't take anything else into consideration, and I think that's really true when you look here at the roadmap itself. When it comes to new content, quote unquote, they're bringing back Dome from Modern Warfare 3. Again, they just brought back that map in Call of Duty Vanguard as the map Recon. Well, it's coming back this time around as well, and it's basically going to be a port of the Dome that we of course see on the Warzone 2 map. Cool. And then you have Valdera's Museum, which was a beta map, for crying out loud. Like, I already have footage, guys, leaked early footage of the brand new multiplayer map. No, dude, this map was in the beta, and it's a new multiplayer map, apparently. They're marketing it as such. It's one of the core features of Season 2. Then on top of that, we get the Al Malik International Airport battle map, as well as the Zaya Observatory, whatever. These are also just Warzone areas that are being condensed down into one of those ground war maps, essentially, right? So if you like playing like the big ground war modes, there will be 2 new areas to do that. But if you're a normal traditional Call of Duty fan, we're seeing Dome return for like the 5th time, and we're seeing that map that was cut from the beta being added back into the game's multiplayer. That's basically it, right? If you look at brand new game modes, 6 game modes with Season 2, right? Sounds pretty good. They're all just old game modes: Infected, Gun Game, Grind, Drop Zone, All or Nothing, One in the Chamber. Now, I'm not here to say that these are like bad modes, you know what I mean? Like, I enjoy Infected, I enjoy Gun Game, All or Nothing, One in the Chamber, whatever. Grind's a fantastic game mode as well. I know lots of people used to like playing Drop Zone back in the day, back when it was first implemented over a decade ago in Modern Warfare 3. The thing is, it's being marketed as a new mode, right? There's no reason these modes could not have just simply been in the game at launch, but what they're doing is what we've been talking about for a very long time now, is they just cut a bunch of content from the base game and then just slowly drip feed that content over time and act act like it's brand new. They're listening to the community, this, that, and the other. So, I mean, if you're happy those new game modes are coming, sure, that's awesome. But in general, they're not new modes, and they could have been there at launch, and they decided just not to give them to us. Same thing happened with third person, by the way. I talked about that in a recent video. They took away the third person game modes for no reason, just to bring them back for no reason. It's just like, why would you take it out in the first place if you're just going to bring it back? It doesn't make any sense. If we check out the brand new weapons, we have the ISO Hemlock Assault Rifle. Cool, it just looks like an assault rifle. We have the broadside semi-automatic shotgun. Cool, brand new weapon there. We have the crossbow, which is going to be there. We have the dual, I'm just going to call them swords. That's going to be there. And then later on in the season, the Tempest Torrent marksman rifle. So, new guns. I mean, cool. I mean, I have nothing really to complain about when it comes to that. I mean, new guns is new content, whatever. Sure, you could argue they're a little bit generic, but then again, whatever. I mean, they're new guns to play around with, and I'm always a fan of that. I mean, it's always fun to have something new to try out, shake up the meta a little bit, you know, new guns to level up, new guns to unlock camos for, and things like that. Always happy to have that. It's going to be part of the Battle Pass. Of course, they will be free weapons as well. I believe the crossbow is going to be part of some sort of a player event, and there's going to be challenges associated with it, so we'll have to see how that's going to play out, but in general, that's cool. New weapons, whatever, but we expect that with every single season. It's the other stuff that seems to be really lacking. On top of that, new operators, new skins, new bundles, whatever. That's it for multiplayer, man. They delayed Season 2. They gave us literally zero content in the month of January. We're almost halfway through February now. We're going to be halfway through February, more than halfway through February actually, by the time Season 2 comes out, and the only new content is going to be bringing back Dome and the museum map, and then of course the new Battle Pass, which is going to have, you know, the new rifle and the new semi-automatic shotgun on it. That is it, man. What the fuck happened to multiplayer? Multiplayer is so down bad right now. I mean, they're adding in ranked play. Cool. They're adding leaderboards as a feature in Season 2. Cool. Yeah, I mean, yeah, here we are 5 months into the game. We're just now getting leaderboards for multiplayer. We're 5 months into the game. There has not been a single post-launch original map 5 months into the game's life cycle, which begs the question, are they even trying to appease the multiplayer player base? I don't think that they are, and in fact, one of my favorite YouTubers to watch, one of the most level-headed guys, Exclusive Ace, puts this tweet out yesterday. I retweeted it because, of course, I agree with it. I'm going to be doing the exact same thing. As someone that's only interested in the paid portion of Modern Warfare 2, I've decided for the first time ever, I won't be buying the Battle Pass. This may hurt my ability to get gun guides out fast, but Battle Passes are designed to support games as a service, and I'm not happy with this level of service. I could not agree more. The entire inception of the Battle Pass back in the day, right? For those that don't know, like, this is like something that happened a long time ago, so maybe we should do a little bit of a history lesson. Back in the day, COD was always about the season pass model, right? Every single year, there was like 4 paid DLCs, $15 a piece, or you could buy all of them with the season pass for a lower price of $50. With those DLCs, you would get, on average, 5 multiplayer maps per DLC. Usually, it was anywhere from 3 to 4 original maps with a remake on top of that, plus zombies or Spec Ops or whatever that game happened to have, whether it was a Modern Warfare game or a Black Ops game. And while yes, it was annoying that we had to pay for that content, and yes, it was incredibly annoying that having individual DLC packs would fragment the player base and make it harder to find lobbies, this, that, and the other, at least we got a bunch of content, you know what I mean? By the end of the year, we would have so many maps and so many things to actually play with. We had to pay $110 to do it, but there was a lot of content in the game. I believe I saw somebody say the other day that Black Ops 2, by the end of its life cycle, had more multiplayer maps than Vanguard and Modern Warfare 2 combined. And if that's actually true, then that's actually nuts. I should probably look it up for mentioning it in the video, but you guys get the idea. Like, there was a lot of content in those older games as a result of paid DLC. Well, over the course of a decade, fans got tired of spending $110 on COD, right? It got ridiculous having to spend so much money, and then, of course, we would always see these maps appearing in the game files of the beta, and as a result, we're like, okay, well, that map's gonna be there at launch. Oh no, they cut that map so they could later repackage it and resell it. The idea of having, you know, locked content on the disc of your game was definitely a big point of contention for a lot of people. Of course, Fortnite started to blow up, and then the idea of the Battle Pass came to fruition. Call of Duty eventually adopted the the supply drops and the battle pass idea, with that idea being if you buy supply drops or if you buy the battle pass, the money that they're going to make from that is going to be used to fund post-launch support for the game. Therefore, multiplayer maps and post-launch content will come out for free for everybody on every platform at the exact same time, and it was fantastic. All you had to do is just buy the battle pass, and that's going to support all the post-launch content. Well, here we are, like, I don't even know how many years, 3-4 years into the idea of the Battle Pass here in the COD series, and I'm right there with Ace. I'm not happy with this level of service, right? We have this idea of, like, the Battle Pass supporting all of our post-launch content. We have Activision just the other day saying that they're breaking all sorts of records, like Modern Warfare 2 is, like, the best-selling COD of all time. Things are going great, this, that, and the other. Meanwhile, it's been, like, 2 fucking months since there's been an update to this game, and it just came out. The game's not even 6 months old, and there's already been like a 2-month content gap. Fuck off, Activision. Fuck off, Infinity Ward. Fuck off, Phoenix, Treyarch, Sledgehammer, Toys for Bob. Like, there's 3,000 devs that are working on this game, and we can't get an update for 2 fucking months. Fuck off. I'm not buying the Battle Pass either. Even if I have the COD points on my account, it's about the principle of it. You know what I mean? And maybe, and this stuff never works, it really doesn't, but maybe if they see that the Battle Pass numbers are going down a little bit, then maybe they'll reconsider their post-launch support, and maybe they'll actually start to do some things. I highly doubt that's going to be the case. I mean, just look at Hogwarts Legacy, where people are trying to politicize a video game of a franchise that people just grew up with and want to enjoy. You know, there's supposed to be like this big boycott for Hogwarts Legacy, and it's the biggest game ever on Twitch. Look at that. So these kind of boycott things, like, people are always saying, like, don't buy the next game, we're all gonna boycott, we're gonna speak with our wallets, this, that, and the other. Trying to get everybody to do something just isn't going to work. One of the things people have to realize is that YouTube, like the YouTube COD community, Twitter and Reddit, are not the entire world. It may seem like that if we're all kind of like, in this echo chamber of people that agree or disagree about things, but in general, we are the vocal minority. Is anything going to happen as a result of Ace or even myself, like, not buying the Battle Pass? Likely not, but I am with Ace on this one. I'm not going to buy the Battle Pass because I don't believe that we are getting the quality level of service that we should be getting with all the money that Activision is making. It's very clear to me that multiplayer is just a front for them to get people into Battle Royale, essentially. Even at the bottom of the blog post where they give us all this information, they're basically like talking to Warzone fans, trying to get them to buy Modern Warfare 2 because it's a good idea to own Modern Warfare 2 if you only play Battle Royale. Like, purchase Modern Warfare 2 to get access to a ton of content across 3 modes, including the ability to unlock 14 exclusive operators to use across both games, as well as other ways to quickly level up the available 30 weapon platforms and over 50 weapons through multiplayer and Spec Ops. Modern Warfare 2 owners also get premium XP while playing Warzone 2. At the end of each match, owners will receive additional experience on top of any XP that can be earned by players. Plus, as already mentioned, those that own Modern Warfare 2 will have access to all the content coming in Season 2, including the crowned faction missions in DMZ. Like, they're trying to sell multiplayer as if it's like an add-on to Warzone. It's ridiculous, man. Yes, there will be new levels. I didn't cover that yet. They're going to go from level 250 up to 500. It's essentially going to be 10th prestige, and they're going to cap you at level 500. I mean, whatever. It's not even worth mentioning, honestly. But yeah, like, Warzone is the bread and butter of the COD franchise. That's all these devs seem to care about. That's all they're actually working towards. They don't give a shit about multiplayer, man. They said it right there. Like, multiplayer is just a way for you to level up your 50 guns faster, essentially. Because you got Shoot House, you got Shipment. Go level up your guns, go get your camos, then go back to the thing you actually enjoy, which is Warzone. That's what it seems like from my perspective, as someone who only cares, like Ace even said, about the paid portion of Modern Warfare 2. I care about the normal, traditional multiplayer, the thing that made Call of Duty what it is today, the thing that I've been playing for over 15 years at this point. That is what I want out of COD. But the COD devs, and maybe it's, you can always say, like, oh, it's not actually Infinity Ward or Saints, it's Activision, it's Daddy Activision, Mr. Bobby's doing all this, whatever it may be, right? It seems like from the top down, the direction of the COD franchise is not about multiplayer. It's still about Warzone, despite the fact that reports are coming out that Warzone 2 was not nearly as successful as they were hoping it was going to be. They're still putting all their eggs in the Warzone basket. Of course, we have the new Resurgence map coming out, the Sheikah Island or whatever. They're really pushing all their eggs into that basket. They're hoping people are really going to enjoy that. When it comes to multiplayer, the way I'm going to describe it is they're basically keeping the lights on. You know, I feel like multiplayer, even though the game itself is only 5 months old, I feel like multiplayer is in maintenance mode, essentially. For a 2-year game, it's in maintenance mode 5 months into the game's life cycle. Of course, we did hear from Activision directly the other day that there is going to be a full paid premium Call of Duty release at the end of 2023 here once we get to quarter 4. And we don't know what that's going to be. I have no idea. I mean, they said this was going to be a 2-year game, and right now the leaks and rumors are suggesting that it's going to be a massive expansion, I suppose, to Modern Warfare 2, so they can get another $70 out of players. But it may be a remaster, it may be a new game, who knows? We don't know what's going on right now, but all I know is Modern Warfare 2 had so much hype behind it, and here we are, man. Like, I mean this in like the nicest way. Like, do you guys still play the game? Are your friends still playing the game? No one, like, if you look at like the footage here, like you'll notice I'm usually playing at a party and my friends. Nobody in my friend group, nobody in my Discord, nobody plays COD anymore. Like nobody. They're all done. They have a lot of them are going back to Battlefield. You know, like they're playing different games. Like they're just like, why would I play Modern Warfare 2 right now? Literally the only thing to do is grind for Orion camo. That's it. And I'm tired of doing it on the exact same maps over and over and over. And even when a new season comes out, they're just bringing back the same maps they brought back last year with Vanguard. It's ridiculous, dude. Like, I don't know. It's depressing. It is. I mean, part of me wants to be angry, part of me wants to be funny, part of me wants to try and make an entertaining video, but at the end of the day, there's nothing entertaining about Season 2. You know what I mean? There's no entertainment to be had with this, so I don't know. I'm gonna wrap the video up there. Yeah, people are wondering my thoughts, my feelings on Season 2. Here you guys go. There you have it. And you know, as of right now, based on what they've given us with the roadmap, they talk about things that are going to be coming in season, like that new marksman rifle and one in the chamber and all or nothing and the drop zone. Those are all in season content updates. That's gonna be Season 2 reloaded. There's nothing in there about more multiplayer maps or anything like that coming with Season 2. So for the next, we'll call it 3 months, the only new maps are going to be Dome and the museum map from the beta. So take that for what it is, I suppose, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed today's video. God, COD's down bad. If you did, consider leaving a like, leave your thoughts and feedback down there in the comments, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.